Hello to all my fellas.
All my fellas. All my fellas.
Racing games. They are video games in which the car goes and the player goes. But I know you might ask, how do I make a racing game? It's actually really simple, as explained by Toyful Games. Go check him out. For a short recap,
We are creating forces. Here's a look at those forces. Like, how are these being calculated? Oh my gosh, I don't even know where to get started. But basically, it's just four numbers. We've got shocks, but we have absolutely no traction whatsoever. We don't really want any velocity. We don't care at all, let it slide. Created a soapbox derby racer, and there we have it. We have a fully driving car with suspension and steering and acceleration and braking.
so let's get started. I'm gonna quickly build a car, so that I have something to work with. That will do. The classic box. To actually make it move, we need to add suspension. Now that we got the suspension working, we can start working on steering. That went smoother than expected. Now we need some speed. Our box is looking a little so I'm gonna create some proper models. Now that is looking a lot better. After adding some colors, now it's ready to run. To replace the testing platform, I extracted the Mario circuit from my legally obtained copy of Mario Kart DS. I added split screen so you can play with your friends, if you have any, and of course it worked first try. For testing purposes I tried to make the track smoother in Blender, but it didn't really work. After that I started working on my own track in Blender. Okay, the track looks pretty good, it drives well. Now I want to add some engine sound. Now that we have a working engine, we need to start working on some decoration. I made a big sign in Blender and made a quick shader that makes it look like those LED boards. This is how it looks after I finished. I tried to add some trees, which didn't really work out. After that I added some guardrails because we kept falling off the track. Then I made a start line, and I wanted a flag that bends down a little, which I just couldn't figure out. Luckily, after a lot of trying, I finally figured it out. I added some particles for drifting, added the mountain scenery, and after all this, I was ready to face my worst enemy, the physics jank. These were my attempts to make the physics more stable. Most of them proved to be unsuccessful though. Now with all that done, the next step is to make a track editor. Sadly, most of the footage got corrupted, so this is all I have left. I went with a somewhat traditional approach where you build with existing pieces, but these are actually generated from code, so you can morph them however you like. You can also place the signs that I showcased earlier, and my favorite feature being is that you can use whatever image you like. Beautiful. Later I replaced the engine model with the help of the champion. This is how it looks in-game. Gorgeous. Finally, I polished up the UI a little bit to get it ready for release. And I also cleaned up the menu, added some sound effects and animations. Now with all that done, the game is ready for release. If you want to try out the game, it is available at pipe-racer.pro or itch.io. Links are in the description. If you're interested in future devlogs and updates for the game, consider liking the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.